Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Jazzy, the Video Store Sasquatch here, and we are doing another horror movie night in the cave review this time around. I have Borderline here, directed by Jimmy Warden, starring Samara Weaving as Sophia, Eric Dane as Belle, Ray Nicholson as Dewerson, and Jamie Falls as Rhodes. A bodyguard protects a pop superstar and her athlete boyfriend from a determined stalker in the 1990s Los Angeles. This movie is really good. Um, yeah, this movie's really good. Yeah, I love how it kind of plays off of you're not really expecting what's going on, especially with this guy, and it really plays into like the mental crazy break that this guy Ray Nicholson Dewerson has, because even when he finally gets the girl, he ends up like trying to do something else. It's so great. He does it twice really in the movie. Um, I love his craziness. I want to know where this dude has been. Ray Nicholson, that is. I want to know where he has been for a while now, because the last like three movies I've seen were with him in it, and they're all been really good. And that was the Borderline. Maybe no, it was two movies, Borderline and Novocaine. And I swear I saw him in something else. Maybe it was like another skit he was doing or something, but he was real good in that. So I mean, I don't know where this dude just came from out of nowhere, but I'm glad he's kind of breaking through here, because he does kind of remind you of Jack a little bit, but not like terrible amount to where you're like, oh, that's Jack Nicholson's kid. But when you kind of like see him kind of do his crazy stuff and his look, he kind of has that wild man look that Jack always had, especially in The Shining and the suspenseful movies that he did. So I'm glad he's getting more involved. Samara Weaving is a star here. I love her reaction to the girl and Dewerson while they're talking to her, like just her like fucking like obvious like discontent with these people and like mistrusted, and then she's just like, oh, okay, yep, we're gonna keep going here. And she does such a well job in this role. It's just natural. I want to know how she keeps getting these like good horror movie roles. I'm glad that she keeps doing them, but like I call her the horror movie goddess, if we're gonna call what's her mine's um you know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm talking about here. Smart Weaving, yeah, she's really good in this. Jimmy Falls, I never heard of him before. He's good in this. Eric Dane is good in this. I know you'll know him. I don't even know where I know Eric Dane from, but he was good in this as the detective, or as the not detective, but a bodyguard. This movie is great. It was on the streaming services. I'm surprised it didn't. I might have had a small theater run and I just missed it, because you know how some of those small scale theater runs, they don't just come everywhere. So sometimes you just miss them here and there. But I figured, I heard about it. I thought it was gonna be in theaters, and ended up being a streamer that you had to pay for. So I ended up watching it, and I'm really enjoying it. I give it a B grade overall. I think that this has enough like comedy, and kind of has enough like suspense and stuff like that, that it's kind of a horror movie, suspense movie that almost anyone could watch and enjoy. It has enough humor in it to kind of serve that area too. It doesn't really feel like the '90s though. It feels like more like today. They didn't really do a whole lot of like making it look like the '90s, except for I think the cars a little bit. But I didn't even realize it was in the 1990s until I started writing the description from IMDb. So that does kind of throw you off a little bit, but I'm not going to discount that to the story. It was a good story. It only had to involve those certain people involved that he kidnaps and um, tortures pretty much for the night. Not really tortures, but like kind of like just kidnaps and like teases along all night about what's going on with them. And he is the narrator too, which is always fun to have a false narrator or insane narrator, because then you really don't know where the story is going to go. So yeah, everything's really well done here. So that was Borderline, directed by Jimmy Warden. Um, I have a second one here. It's not like a full on review here. It was just, and some of the people here, they didn't even have their pictures on the IMDb, let alone like where they're at, and they weren't even like in the star order or like the correct like casting order. So it would have been like just random people I'd been picking up for this movie. So I decided not to tell you who's starring in it, but it was Control Freak, directed by Shai Nago. Motivational speaker is tormented by the unrelenting itch on the back of her head. Um, I stuck with it. I probably wouldn't have had I not read one review where it says to stick with it. So do stick with it if you're kind of like on the fence. I mean, even though I stuck with it, I wouldn't say I was as impressed with the ending as the person that did the original review. But I would say that it is at least you get to see all the parts of what you've been watching for the last hour, like the demon and what is exactly the folklore behind what she's going through and stuff like that. Because I mean, I'm probably ready to turn this movie off in like the first 15, 20 minutes. Stuck with it, watched it. I really didn't really like it. I go to D plus overall. I think that it's just one of those movies that's just gonna go on to Hulu and just be there. You know what I mean? Like it might have even been a foreign movie already or a foreign movie concept, and they just kind of brought it into the Americanized it, or not even Americanized it, Europeanized it or Englishized it, and then put it out on Hulu because it'd be cheap. You can see that a lot with horror movies. You see that a lot of different movies. You know the tall tale signs, and one of the tall tale signs is the cast order and the casting. You know, like half the cast not being on IMDb, so that tells you right there that there's something wrong with that. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go out of your way and watch it, but if you like, kind of like me, you're kind of scraping for a horror movie to watch, it's new, and you haven't seen a horror movie in a while, I guess you can check it out. Or I just probably wait because I think in the next like month we have a couple of good ones coming up, like Companion and um, um, what was the other good one that we saw earlier in the year that would be coming up into like a streamer somewhere? Like it's already on for rental on Prime and stuff like that. So I just look out for those. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't. It just is a dumb movie. And that was Control Freak, directed by Shai Nago. Um, so we have streaming Saturday. So it's streaming Saturday tomorrow. We were gonna do the movie as I walked out on, and then I watched like the first 5 minutes of Nosferatu, and I was like, "Fuck that! I'm not doing this." So I went ahead and watched the family movies that I missed last year, which included Wild Robot, Moana 2, and I missed those two, so I did those two. I might do another one tonight. I don't know. But and then streaming, and then for the Monday morning review, I think we're gonna go see Locked, with Skarsgård. Unless I get the last second, I decided to go see Looney Tunes. So we'll see how Sunday goes. The last second, like 2 weeks ago, I did just decide to switch movies, but that's where we're at here. Please let me know what movie I should watch this week if you have an opinion. Otherwise, thank you guys very much for watching. Please have a good rest of your day or night. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section. And see you next time in the cave.